Hey, what's up guys, it's Athieno, and today I have some default defenses for you guys on Basement Clubhouse. I'll be showing you guys a roam and an anchor. Let's get right into it. Alright, so here is the anchor. We're first going to start out with Maestro. You can use any operator, but Maestro is a good example for now. So the first Maestro cam will be going on this double door. That way we can see if someone walks on main, and we have church info. You can also rotate these around. Next up, we'll put the other Maestro cam in the other bomb site on the AK rack like this. And then this way, we'll be able to see a little bit of blue pressure, and you can also deny the default kitchen plant. If they start dropping, it's really hard to clear this Maestro cam when they don't have anyone, you know, directly for it. And you can start zapping people and get info when they drop. You can even hear audio for dirt as well. So the reinforcements you would normally get on a default anchor, you would just first go get dirt, and I'll be showing you guys all the reinforcements as well. And you always want to make sure someone is grabbing dirt, because if you don't, it's a really easy site for the attacks to come in from. Next up, if you have extra reinforcements, you want to reinforce the left side of the wall. Do not reinforce the right side because you will be making rotates here. And for the sake of this, I'll be using the bailiff. A happy New Year's, expert thief. So that is a little bit of a big one, but the next rotate you would mostly have is here. And again, these are all, I'm just showing you guys all of them with one operator. So whatever op you go, you can just fill in any of these. Next up, we would want to reinforce these triple walls. Next up, you can separate this job with anyone. Also, you also want to make a rotate right here. This rotate is just so you can see the kitchen hatch drop, and if you ever need to move into armory. And you want to split this up with the roamers / anybody that can go for the stock hatch. If you grab the kitchen hatch, it's just common sense to go get the bar one as well, but the stock one is a little far. If you don't have time, have someone inside just go grab the stock one by themselves. But if you are a roamer like a vigil, then you can grab all three of these at the same time. And then it's optional if you want to make head holes right here, but that's up to the player playing inside of blue. Then lastly, you want to use the last reinforcement on this blue single. Now, all the reinforcements I did, the only thing that would be adjusted is this single wall and this wall, but everything else has to be final. Dirt, hatches, triple wall, and that will be all the reinforcements. So next up, the last thing you want to do is, if you can, if they have a very poor understanding of getting the hatches, then you can just make impact trick holes. Normally I like to do this hole right here, and then if it's a thermite or an ace, you can slow them down by just throwing the impact right under the wheel like this. That will get anything on the hatch. And then, but you don't want to die over it. As the anchor, you don't really want to die under this vertical too much, because this is the area where most defenders will die unless you contest them. So early on the round, when they're trying to get the hatch, use C4s, shoot them through the floor, try to slow them down getting the hatch, and then eventually you would back up over here. So mid round, after the hatch is open, you can sit behind this box, try to contest dirt. You can peek the hatch from an angle like this. This will normally give you a free kill. But a second option is you can just camp blue right here, make sure no one comes through secret or oil pit. And then if you don't know where else to play, you can also play church, and you can still impact trick these triple wall as well. So then you can impact any ace charges. And basically, yeah, that's basically how you would for a default anchor. Your main plan is to just stay alive long enough to use any C4, Maestro cams like this. You would zap any drones that come in. So that is basically a setup you could do for the anchor. Now let's move over to the roam side. All right, now that we have the roam set up, let's just, as a roamer, normally we want to get all the hatches. Now, if you're Jaeger, if you have utility to put down, then it would make sense for you, to reinforce and set up on site early. But like Vigil, Pulse, Wamai, you guys would be the ones to get the hatches while everybody else sets up the rotates downstairs, because you want to split up the work. So after getting all the hatches, this is also the time where you'll be looking for drones. Look for drones at the main door like this, in stock as well. A lot of people get cams in garage or strip side, kitchen, You know, as a roamer, the more drones you shoot, the slower they should be attacking. But in lower ranks, a lot of people don't really drone too much anyways. But, okay, so if round just started right now, there's kind of a normal roam would be you starting on the second floor around lounge area, or you can even, you can get creative with it. As long, you could be anywhere in the map as you want, but what we want to focus on is the time. So about a minute into the round is when you should, and they haven't found you yet, this is where you would try to kind of figure out, okay, are they pushing from kitchen side? Are they going blue side? It's just one or the other most of the time. And what advantage you can do is open up above Logi right here. You can start out by, shooting people in the kitchen when they walk in. And when you use the Vigil Cloak, people will be really hard to find you. That's one thing you do. As a roamer, you can try to waste time of them getting the hatch. You can also sit around bar area. Now, you want to be roaming for not too long though. You want to be roaming for like a minute 30. And that's the point where you would decide to either get kills or eventually fall back to site. Same rule applies for second here too in lounge area. You want to try to shoot a few drones and just keep backing up like one room. The harder it is to find you, then you're gonna be a big pain in their ass. Outlast strats, bro. These are just default strats. You see these in ranked all the time. All right, and you can even open up the con hatch, drop here late, and flank somebody. But your main idea is to shoot a lot of drones, possibly get a kill, and just waste a lot of time. But you don't ever want to be in kitchen. You don't ever want to roam like this because you're just gonna get killed really easily. But let's say like a minute 30 into the round, that's when you can decide, are you going to commit to a flank or are you going to help your team on site? It's really important, especially on a map like Clubhouse, where it's a big map in a way. So you have a lot of rotations down to site. If your team on site seems like they're getting like pounded on site, like from hatch and stuff like that, you need to make sure that you start slowing them down. Go flank the guy in kitchen, go flank main stairs, bar, but you want to make sure they're not allowed to just, get past you and start hitting the site. Then eventually you did your roam wrong. But the default roam, go get hatches. Step 2, just shoot a lot of drones. Try to, keep moving. Don't be just camping on Logi the entire round, but you wanna make your presence known, because the more your presence is known, then they're gonna stop opening up site and they're gonna start looking for you, right? So as long as you waste at least like a minute 30 of the round, you should be okay. And then, if you get pushed out really hard, then you can just come back to site. So then boom, you just delayed like a minute 30, shot a lot of drones. It's very standard. And then boom, now you're back on site and you're just another player here. So the longer you can deny them from getting the kitchen hatch open, getting down blue quickly, or even just walking down main stairs, like the longer you can delay that, you'll be sitting in a good spot. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this did help you out a little bit. Let me know if this does help you in the comments below. This is just, again, the anchor and the roam site you can do for church. If you guys want more bomb sites on Clubhouse or any other map, just let me know in the comments below. Leave a like if this video did help you, and share this video with a friend if they also want to know how to defend Clubhouse basement a little bit better. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.